Good morning, everyone. How is it going on this fine day? Yay! Good morning. Can't say the lines in a while. I just woke up. Last night, I had to do recording. I finished it, by the way, but I was procrastinating on recording like crazy. I wanted to play Final Fantasy, but I wouldn't let myself play Final Fantasy until I finished my recording. So I just sat there for 3 hours instead doing nothing. But I did it. I finished my recording, and then I played Final Fantasy, but it was pretty late. By the time I finished, it was like, oh, I should be in bed. So I did one story quest, by the way, that I completely dissociated on. I don't know what happened. The story quest is like, I run to the harbor. They're like, why are the animals so violent? And then we find this gigantic bird, and we're like, oh my god, this is a big-ass bird. And then we kill the bird. And that was the story quest, and I'm like, wow, awesome. It's time for me to go to bed. And then I played Magical Princess in bed. Because I downloaded Magical Princess on my Steam Deck, I played that. I played Magical Princess for several hours, and I looked up, and I'm like, oh my god, it's bright outside. This is why I need Dawntrail on the Switch 2 right now. I feel like I'll accomplish so much more if I'm just playing it in bed. Oh wow, the sun's out. I got one ending in Magical Princess. It was weird. I raised my daughter lovingly. I'm like, okay, you're gonna learn how to be charming and you're gonna go through this route. And I finished all her classes in that route. And then she becomes a hired daughter where she gets hired by other people to be their daughters. And I'm like, how did I get this ending? What is this? Why? Why did my daughter become a rental daughter? She's like, because I'm the best daughter there is. I should become a rental daughter. Yeah, she's a professional daughter. And she writes to you at the end. She's like, miss you and the cat. I'm doing good, by the way. Spoiled too much? No, I spoiled my daughter too much. And she became a rental daughter. And I got one of the marriage endings with the person I wasn't trying to get it with because I miscalculated my time. She marries the guy that plays his little liar. And their ending is like, by the way, while also being a rental daughter, I'm going around with this guy and we're performing. And then they have a little tiny event where he's proposing to her before their performance. Yikes, a musician. Ah, my poor daughter. It's fine. She can make her own choices. She's grown up now. I started another run, and then I'm like, okay, no more learning how to be nobility. We're making you read books now. She's gonna be so smart and so wise. And she's gonna get a job, I don't know, in the library. It's really, really funny because if you spec into the charisma skill tree, it's like, you can now steal from shops at day and night. And I'm like, no, I don't want her to steal. No, my child. You cannot go to a life of crime. You can have your daughter sneak out at night. She does odd jobs, you know, where it gives you higher pay, but it raises her evil stat if you work at night. And then one of them is cosplay maid. And then the other one is your drug smuggling. You go to the bakery and then the person there is like, let's cook. Yeah, we need to cook. It was so silly. Silly game. I remember playing Princess Maker 4 and she's like, Papa, I don't want to sleep with you anymore. And I'm like, no, what do you mean? You don't want to cuddle with me anymore? In context, it's because she was a wonderful little child with no mother. So it was normal. It's normal to sleep in the same bed. And Papa would keep her safe. You trusted me to be your papa? I think I named myself John Apple. I don't know why. I have a vague memory of when I was starting the game. I was like, I'm John Apple. probably have screenshot of that game somewhere. I have years and years of Share X screenshot somewhere. Share X folder history. Yeah, it goes far, far back. Deep, dark screenshots of me malding in Final Fantasy. You go far back enough and you have me screenshotting conversations. Conversations where I have to send to other people and go, question mark? You might re-download Final Fantasy. I'm trying to find out what server to put the Grems on so we can play together. And you guys can all congregate on the same server and make a Grem guild. Because I know the best time to make a character is immediately after maintenance is over. But who's gonna do that? Are they gonna set an alarm after maintenance just to make their character? I could get the 50 sweatiest Grems to wake up at 2 AM and they'll carry you just as hard as 5 million normal Grems. The 50 sweatiest Grems are already on Ether. Imagine how cute it would be with the Grem tag. I'm imagining it. I'm closing my eyes and I'm imagining a Grem tag running around. It'd be so cutiful. And I'm also imagining a life where I don't have to work for my items. Whoa. Free raid gear. I'll make it so that one of the tabs in the free company chest is deposit only and it's offerings to Gigi Murin. And I log in and I take everything out of it once in a while. That's a great idea. Please, 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 your finest raid foods, please. Dear God, it's your time to give the offerings. Please, I demand offerings. Am I blatantly allowed to be begging? It's not begging. It's a requirement. They're about to get me. They're gonna like, oh, taking her straight back to jail. Yeah, I am not begging. I am asking. Gets pulled back into jail. Yeah, but spelled in the nice medieval way. Jail with a G. Ye old jail with a G. How long is Dawntrail story? I'm asking a person in chat who no-lifed it on release. How many days did it take you? I remember Endwalker took me like 3 days-ish of non-stop playing. Like on launch, I was literally parked in that game. If I skip all the cutscenes, I'm not trying to skip it! I moved on from that life. I'm reading it. I have to see what happens during the Cookie Run Kingdom part. So it's taking me a while. Even though I read it last night, I wasn't storing any information except the big bird. And Kryl was like, I'm done being useless. We have Pictomancers now. That was what the cutscene was. It was in 6.55, not even Dawntrail. No! I didn't even start Dawntrail yet.